Good morning, ladies, and welcome to Advanced Virtual Presentation Mastery, where we talk about how we can present on the virtual stage, how we can master that virtual stage. First, though, before we begin, I want to say Happy Mother's Day to all of you. I know you're all mothers of either live human beings or the furry kind, like me. So, again, have a very blessed Mother's Day today, and thank you for sharing a bit of your Mother's Day here today. So we are going to jump right in our topic. I am going to share the screen with all of you. Here we go. And again, advanced virtual presentation mastery. All right, so today we are going to talk about one of the most important aspects of speaking on the virtual stage, and that is getting people to take action. When we're speaking on the live stage, it's a lot easier to get people to take action because we have the benefit of, the before meeting, getting to know people. We have the benefit of building rapport. We have the benefit of eating lunch with them, perhaps. And we have the benefit of them asking questions live. I mean, there's a lot of emotional connections that happen automatically without us really trying that hard when we speak in the live arena. However, when we speak in the virtual arena, it's a little more challenging for us to make those connections in order to get people to take action. And it's the action that all of us as speakers want our audience to take, whether it's action to buy something from me, but there's lots of actions. There's an action to change their life. There's an action to make a difference. There might be an action for them to donate. There might be an action, for them to help somebody else. There's lots of actions that we want people to take. And the actions are what create the changes in our audience that, of course, us as a speaker want, and it's our duty to be giving and offering. So actions is really, really important. So I'm going to share with you 7 ideas here on how you can get your audience to take action. You don't have to use them all. You can use a combination of them. So the first one, and again, we're spelling out the acronym, actions. So number 1 is audience participation. Audience participation. Now, it might seem pretty easy to get audience participation, but it is not always that easy. In the beginning, now we have been in this virtual world for a year now, a little over a year. And in the beginning, it was new and people were, going to the chat, in which, is one of the first ones that I want to talk about. But now that we've been here for a while, there's a couple of schools. And one is chats are becoming disrupted and distracting, especially to the speaker. And I'm going to talk about that, when to have it and when not to have it, and when it's appropriate. But chats also, people are getting tired of the chat. So how do you communicate? How do you get your audience to do something? Chats is very important to get them to do at the appropriate times. So for instance, you can all do, well, hello, Luana, I love that red on you. The chat is really important in the beginning of a meeting. Now, not necessarily, and it can be in the beginning of your presentation if you're a guest at the meeting. So, but you have to build it in. And if you were to build it in using my system, it's not first, it's not second, but it could be right around third, right before your professional story. So it's not first, it's not second, it's right around the third kind of thing that you do in your presentation. So we're going to do a chat now. So it's just really, really easy to do, right? And you want to make sure you're set up to see the chat on your screen. When you are recording, when you are sharing, no one can see the chat screens. So don't think, I call it up and it's being recorded. No, only you can see that. So you call up the chat and you ask somebody, why don't you write in the chat where you're Zooming from? So your first question should be very non-threatening, easy answer, not opinion. It's kind of a no-brainer. So type in where you are Zooming in from, right? and put that in the chat. And then as a speaker, you can welcome them. You can welcome and thank them for coming, because that's the spot in the speech that you're at. Welcome, welcome. All right, Alice is from New York. Welcome, Alice. And Beth is zooming in from Colorado. Great, thank you, Beth. And Karen is from, I forgot. And Luana, you're not from Sacramento. And
yes, I am. I'm in
but you're not in Sacramento right now. I know where she's at. She's near me. All right. So aloha from Hawaii. Absolutely. Honolulu, Hawaii. Aloha. So you can have some fun with it. And it gives you information about who's in your audience, especially if you have somebody from out of country or out of state. You could have a short dialogue with them. But something really quick, something really easy for them to do. And as you see, not everybody will do it. And there's nothing you can do to get everybody to do it, but as much as you can. And a lot of it is because sometimes people are on their phone. It's almost impossible to chat on your phone, right? I don't know if you've tried it, but it's like takes forever for some, a one finger typist on the phone like myself. Okay, now when you are speaking, however, it could be that you want to turn off the chat. Now, you could speak with the chat and have people participate if you want to, or you totally turn it off. It's up to you in your presentation. Or third option, turn it off and on. So let me demonstrate what I'm talking about. All right, so for right now, what I have to share with you is so important. So just for a few minutes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to turn off the chat. I'm going to do what's called freeze chat, because I want your undivided attention. And then you do your dialogue. Now try to chat, everyone. Try to put something in the chat. You can't, right? Now you could say something to me as the host, but you can't chat. So it's a great way to just turn off the chat. Now, how did I do that? Easy breezy. I didn't have to go back to my setup. It's on my panel, which I taught you 2 weeks ago, when you're the host, you're going to see security. You're going to see a little shield that's going to say security. If you're the co-host, you'll see that security also. So I'm going to make Karen real quick the co-host, and Karen, you're going to see that you also can turn off and on the chat. When you do an event, you always want a co-host. If you're just doing a 1 hour, you could probably manage everything. But if you have a lot of people coming, whether you're the host or even the speaker, you want a co-host to kind of have your back. So she's the co-host. All right, so you see that? Okay, so now click on security and turn on the chat. So all you have to do is go to the chat button and click on it, and you'll get a little check mark. Do you see that, Karen?
I'm at the chat.
No, don't go to the chat. Go to security. That's the shield that's over toward the left on the toolbar. Do you see the shield?
Yes.
Click on the shield, and then you'll see the word chat.
Uh-huh.
Now click on it.
Okay. I clicked on it.
Okay. Now, does it have a check mark?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Now you're all able to do the chat again. So when you're the speaker, just tell people what's going to happen. And they're fine with it. They don't care. But then if it comes to a part in your presentation where you need people to chat, like you're doing a quiz or you're doing something, quickly turn it on. You can manage it quicker than if you had your co-host do it. If I said, Karen, turn on the chat. No, you just go there. We're going to turn on the chat, and boom, you just turn it on. And now you ask them the question. So you manage it as the speaker. Also, what you're going to see, I'm doing I'm going to do all day today is I'm going to turn off my share and turn it back on. It creates more visibility and connection for you. When you see people always have their PowerPoint on, you only get a little ribbon on the side. True or true? Do you all see a ribbon on the side of the computer? Beth? You're muted.
I just slim down your PowerPoint so I could still have a gallery view. So
You
that's one of the things I learned I could do. And I like that the best.
You can do that too. If you don't have a lot of people want to see everybody, you can do that. All right. So you can also put it on another screen, which is often what I do. Now, okay. So how you can do what she just said is you take yourself out of full view. All the views are over on the view button over on the right-hand side. There's 4 different views. There's gallery. There's just, the ribbon view. There's one person view, who's ever talking, or there's no view at all. You can take myself in the gallery view completely off. You are in control of that. Nobody else is in control of that. Now, somebody just clicked to come in. So let me.
It's me, Arvee. I'm trying to click to come back in so I could see you.
But you're already in.
I can't see anybody though.
I know something's going on with your computer, and I just
I know.
understand what that is.
Can you let me in and I'll click off the other one?
Sure. Let me
Oh, okay.
help. Let me see if that's going to help. Okay. You're coming in.
I'm coming in.
Okay.
Okay. In.
There you are, but can you see everybody now?
I can hear everybody, but I'm echoed.
Well, you have to take yourself off of the first one. So the one you're on now that I see you on, you need to exit.
Oh, okay. It's not working.
Okay, well, exit out of one of them or you're going to have an echo. And then
Okay.
you're gonna have the echo.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
I'm sorry, everybody.
I don't know why you're having trouble. Okay, well, you know what, Tori, look at the recording and
Yes.
you'll see everyone.
I know.
Okay, everybody go hi to Tori. I'm sorry you couldn't see us. Yay. Yeah, but we could see you. Okay,
Okay.
let's go back. Let's go back. All right. So comment in the chat. Enough said about that. And again, you can ask people to use reactions. You can say, give them some Zoom love, give them some Zoom, whatever. Just know you cannot do reactions if someone is sharing a screen. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Okay. I guess you can. Go to the more button. Then you'll see the more button. Wait a minute. I just did that. Now I can't see the reactions anymore. Interesting. There you go. Okay, I went to the more button, reactions. Okay. And then you can react if someone, so they've changed that. So very good, very good, very good. All right. Use reactions, tell people, raise your hand physically. Again, these are all the ways that you can get your audience to participate when you are the speaker. You've just got to instruct them what you want them to do. A lot of times during my presentations, I say, leave the mute button off, right? I want you all to be able to respond. So when I say got it, you say,
Got it.
right. Karen has the best got it. Karen, take yourself off mute. So when I say got it, you say got it, I say good. Got it?
Got it.
Good. All right. And then, of course, there's those nonverbal icons, which now they put during the reaction so that people wouldn't have to go to the individual participants. They took it away from that and they put it right here. So those are things like raising your hand, right? Now, remember, when we raise our hand, then it changes our view as the speaker. And it puts them in your upper left-hand corner. So maybe they were last. So like Luana is the last one that I see. So Luana, go ahead and raise your hand. And Luana will be up right in front of my screen. Now, it goes from left to right. So now, Beth, go to raise your hand. Now, does it change your screens at all? Katie, does it change your screens? Okay, so we read from left to right. So if I see Beth, she's over to my right, she's really not first, she's third. Always remember that because I've raised my hand and I've had, people call me last. I'm like, I was first, right? I'm like, come on, so you never know, so make sure that it's left to right. So I'm first, then Luana, and then Beth.
So Arvee, I have you, me, and then Luana.
Okay, that's fine.
Maybe the way we raise our hands for you, you see it, but I'm popped up.
Well, yeah, but and for you, that's okay because you're not the speaker picking
Right.
people. Yeah.
It is good that they pop them up there so you don't have to look over screen after screen.
That's right. Well, and the beauty of the raised hand is that the speaker or the host can lower the hand. We can't lower any of the other features, but you just go to the 3 dots. We can lower their hand so they can go back to their original position. And that's what they'll do. Go back to their original position. Oh, look, we've got somebody behind Alice. Who's that, Alice? Hello, everybody say hi.
You're on mute, Alice.
I love it. I love Zoom, Alice, you're muted. Who's that? Somebody you want to introduce us to?
Steve is a friend of mine. He's working on Sunday.
Nice.
He's gone.
Okay. I love your background. I love that door. I love the doggy picture. I kind of liking that a little better than your regular office. I'm loving that. Yeah. That's a cool door, isn't it, everybody? Yeah. Okay, put your camera down now. I can't see you. Now I just see the dog picture. Yeah, but I love that. Love it. Okay. I love it. Love your kuta cloth or whatever you call it.
I love, I'm in my red kitchen, kind of.
Oh, well, I love it. Okay. All right, so let's go back to screen share and nonverbal actions and verbal involvement. Like I said, I tell people unmute yourself and just speak. Breakout rooms. Breakout rooms are big, huge. We all know about them. But when you do breakout rooms, and I've often done them as a speaker, if I have a long time, like an hour or so to speak, you can do a mini breakout room or if you do an event. But the key to breakout rooms is being very clear on what you want them to do in that room, how much time. I see so many people do it, and I go into rooms and they're like, how much time do we have? Who goes first? And you just waste a lot of time. Or they leave it to the person to lead. Don't do that. You just say alphabetical order. Go in alphabetical order. Right? Pick a timer. Pick the person with the longest hair to go first. Pick the person. Just be specific, whatever it might be, and doesn't take a long time. Right? I've been at groups that they said, and I've done this at my last networking group. I said, whoever's known me the longest gets to go first, right? And so it creates that kind of buzz and a little activity, a little connection. So do something fun like that, but be clear. And then instead of having just free for all, get to know each other, what if you had a question, a really cool question? So come in, introduce yourself, and whatever your topic is, make it topic specific. So I might say, how many speeches did you do this year? Or where was your favorite speech that you ever spoke? Right? And if you can't think of anything related to your business, then say, what was the best vacation you ever had? Get people to talk a little bit about personal stuff. Let that guard go down, open their heart. And of course, it was in Maui, Katie. And we can't wait to go back to Hawaii. We are so missing it. We go every year except last year. And we renew our vows, and I wear my wedding dress again, and we just really miss that. So that's actually, I think it's been 2 years since we've been there. So get them to do something fun instead of just business related. Now, if you've been to my events, oftentimes you'll see I do breakouts with an acronym. How many of you have been to my networking event that's once a month? Nobody? Oh, okay. Okay, so I do a networking event once a month for powerful influencers like yourself. You may want to come. It's only an hour, but I'll do an acronym, something like, let's say, FANS, FANS. So you go in the room, talk about your family, talk about your accomplishments, talk about other networks you're in, and talk about your services, right? So I create an acronym for any kind of topic. So when it was St. Patrick's Day, my acronym was GOLD, right? What are your goals? What are the opportunities? What do you love? And then what is, whatever the D was. Yes, Beth, you have your hand
Okay,
up.
yes, when is the networking event?
The next one, it's always the third Wednesday of the month. So the next one is the 19th.
Okay,
The 19th from 8 until 9. A little later, if I have a chance, you'll see it on Facebook and everything. It's called Powerful Influencers.
okay, 8 to 9
Pacific.
at night.
No, in the morning. 8 to 9. And it's all about collaborating. What I do is I open up my Rolodex to all of you. And there's a lot of influencers, a lot of speakers, a lot of podcasters, a lot of people at stages, a lot of book coaches. And, it's a great opportunity to meet other people that you could partner with. It's more of a partnership type of network. It's not, I'm going to go and get business. There's plenty of those out there. Now, do you get business? Yeah, because you're partnering. But you get a lot more business. So I do that with someone and we just exchange speaking engagements. Places I never would have spoke if it wasn't for her and vice versa. Right? So it's a collaboration. Okay, so let's go back to the screen share. So those are breakout, a little bit about breakouts. And then quizzes. Now this is something I made up. This is different from polls. Polls are when you want to poll the entire audience, almost like a survey. You get up to 10 questions, and we learned this. Linda, Tori, you keep trying to come in.
I know.
But
I
you're
can't.
just going to echo if you do. Well,
Okay.
okay. All right.
Okay.
So quiz, as long as you can see the screen and not everybody else. Can you see the screen, Tori?
No,
You can't even see my screen?
no. I can't see anything.
Something is wildly wrong.
I know. But keep going because I know I'm going to have it on the video recording.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
You have to look at your setup. Maybe you have video off or something
I know.
that in your Zoom setup. Okay. All right. So let's go. So quizzes. So I made this up and just on PowerPoint, on your PowerPoint, put a little quiz together. So what is the biggest mistake that you have done as a speaker or that you have seen done by a business speaker? So go ahead and put that in the chat. The chat is open. So go ahead and put your answer in the chat. Is it A, using notes? Is it B, not knowing their message? Is it C, no call to action? Is it D, no stories? Is it E, all of the above? Go ahead and put your answer in. Okay, we've got C and D, we've got E, we've got E, we've got B, we've got E. Awesome, good job. We got E. Okay, and the answer is E. When you learn how to speak right, you'll never need to worry about any of these things happening to you. You won't need any notes. You will know your message. You'll have a call to action. You will have stories. So E is the right answer. All right, so we are going to go to camera position friendly. That's the C. We're spelling out actions. The C is for camera position friendly. Now, when I was in I'm stopping the share for a minute. When I was 18, after I graduated, 17, 18 years old, that summer, my birthday's in the summer. So I graduated from high school at 17, but then had a birthday. And so when I was 18, I wanted to see my grandmother in Amarillo, Texas. And my uncle lived next door to her, and he was a Greyhound bus driver. So I rode the Greyhound bus to Amarillo, Texas to see my grandmother all by myself. It was an adventure, first time away from home. So so my uncle and my grandmother one day took me on a ride somewhere. I don't even know where we were going. But as we were going down, and this was a long time ago, and so there was a lot of dirt roads still in Amarillo, Texas. And we were going down this dirt road, and all of a sudden my uncle stopped the car. And I'm like, what's going on? And a bunch of cattle started to cross the road. And then the most amazing scene I've ever seen, and that was cowboys. Cowboys on top of their horses, young cowboys with hats on, herding the cattle. It was the most sexiest thing I've ever seen in my life up to that time. And I was like, oh, right. Now they didn't see, us or anything because we were just a car to them. They were doing their thing, focused, but they were the sexiest thing I ever saw. One thing that I learned in Texas visiting my grandmother is that cowboys wear their hats differently, and they communicate through their hats and how they wear their hats. So one cowboy, now not the ones that I saw in this one, but if a cowboy wears their hat over their eyes, covering their eyes a little bit, that is a threatening look. They might kill you, they might shoot you, they might whatever. So very, very threatening. If a cowboy, though, wears their hat up, too far up, it looks goofy, and it also makes them more aloof, like unapproachable. You're just like, I don't know, they're a little weird. But if a cowboy, and all these cowboys were wearing their hat like this, but if the cowboy wears their hat just right, it means friendly. It means friendly. So when you are in Zoom, whether you're speaking or guesting or participating in any way, you want to remember this story, and remember to always wear your hat just right. And that is your camera position. So what is a friendly camera position? So on the screen now, and I'm sorry, Tori can't see this, but on the screen, there's some people at random. I want you to look at them, and I want you to tell me who is in a camera position friendly. Who, when you look at all of this, who do your eyes go to and want more of? So take a moment and then put it in the chat, or you can scream it out, whatever you want, and the reason why, whatever you're comfortable with. But look at this for a moment, study it, and tell me. Because this is what we all see when we are looking at a Zoom. We see everything and everybody for the most part. So who can tell me who's in camera position friendly?
I can't see her name, but right next to Anthony on the right, that's the person my eye went to first.
Okay, so say what row it is and how many from the end of the row. That's probably the best.
Bottom row. The
Bottom
fifth-
row next to Anthony, the girl.
Yes, that's
Okay,
I
that
went
is a
to.
picture.
Picture.
Okay.
That's a picture. So pictures don't count, right? And cameras turned off don't count, because remember what I taught you in the past.
Oh, that's not her face. Okay.
Right, let me stop share for a minute. Remember what I taught you in the past. When you come into the room, right, with your camera off, it's like going into an event with a bag over your head. So you don't want to do that. Never go into an event with a bag over your head. So
The
Make
picture was a
sure-
little small, but it looked like the one at the top.
Okay, which one? The top,
It's got activity behind it, but it's a lady, dark hair, dark jacket. And I selected her because I can see her head doesn't run into the ceiling and that kind of stuff.
are you talking about here?
Yeah, that one.
That's me.
Oh. It's really tiny on my computer. I can hardly see anybody.
Yeah, it's tiny here too, but I wouldn't pick me because I'm looking down because I'm taking the picture. Right.
Okay.
Okay, let me just tell you what's wrong with some of them. Okay, so this guy, what? We see a big hand. When you put your hands really big in front of the camera, it might not look as complimentary as you want to. That's why, ladies, most of you have seen these before. That's why I have Zoom gloves. How many of you have seen my Zoom gloves on, right? Because you don't want to see my, my veins or all that, not in magnifying glass, and nor do we. So be careful with the hands too close. That's what's wrong with him, right? This guy is way too far back and his camera is tilted. This woman appears to me that she has too much going on around her and it's distracting. She's almost lost in all of that stuff behind her and to the side of her, right? Okay, here we've got a little head popping up from a camera with no neck on. That's not what you want to be as a speaker or an audience member. So the two people that I find, and then this guy's my husband, right? It's not good because one, we see glare in his glasses. Two, he's in Hawaii. He's got one of the, the backdrops that are moving. So that can be distracting. You don't want that as a speaker. The two that I think are the best is this guy, and he is speaking, but he's got a backlit light, which doesn't make him perfect. But it's this guy. Look at him. He's leaning forward. Now, he could use a little more light on him, but he's leaning forward. He's in the center. He looks interested. Now, he's not quite smiling because he's not the speaker, but he's friendly looking, isn't he? We're looking for friendly right now. Nobody else is friendly. Look at, she's looking down. He's too dark. He's on the side. She's too dark, too backlit. This is too backlit. So you have to really be careful of windows and stuff behind you. Right? Now, Karen's looks fine. Karen right there in her position's in a friendly position. We see enough of her. Beth's in friendly, except Beth is still tilting a little bit with her laptop. I can tell she's got a laptop.
Which way am I tilting, Arvee? If I go like that, is that
Too
better?
tilted. Go the opposite way. It's just a little bit. Okay, now raise your laptop up a little bit.
Yeah, I just need to put it up. But see, that looks to me like I've just cut off my head.
Yeah, so raise it a little bit more. Agreed. But don't tilt. Sometimes you have to
there?
put it on a box.
Okay, I know I was going to order one. I was looking at all of them and I couldn't decide. I couldn't find the electronic one. That was the,
Oh, okay. I don't know about that, but get something. A box. I've got my other monitor on a box, right? Doesn't have to be fancy. Didn't cost me a dime. Okay, so good job. Good job, everyone. All right, so let's go back. So
I got
just,
a question, Arvee.
yes.
So do you prefer this kind of a background
That's very nice.
or the one that I usually have, which is the blur?
I like the blur, but we can see your ceiling fan in the blur. And that
Okay,
could
so
make
that one,
people sick,
that's better.
right?
okay.
Yeah, that's better, but be careful with ceiling fans because they do something to people. I don't know, Beth, if you know what they do, but I just know I've heard that they do make people
Yeah.
sick.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
just turned the ceiling fan on because it's starting to get a little warm here. So so instead of having the ceiling fan, this is a better virtual background.
Yes, it is. I love the blue and it's
I know.
soft. It's not upstaging. I love it. Yes,
It
very much.
makes
see
you
two
look
of me.
good. It
You
makes,
see-
yeah, but it makes you look good.
Okay.
Yes, it makes your complexion, everything pop. Yeah, very good.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. And Tori, you'll see that in the recording. Yeah. Yeah.
I had a thought for Tori. Can I share it real quick?
Yeah.
Tori, if you go on mute on this one that you're on now, you want to bring in your other one and take that one off mute.
Should
Or
I
you keep
just,
it all, or you keep them both on mute until you want to speak, and that way you'll be able to see us and hear us at the same time.
okay, could you
You have to
repeat
go on
that?
mute.
Do I just get out completely and try again? Do you think I should do that?
Not going to make a difference because you've done that so many times. So I just think that if you go on mute, we won't get that reverberation.
Okay, if I go on where again?
Mute.
Mute. Oh, okay.
And then you can come in and you can see what's going on and you can hear what's going on.
Yes.
And then keep this one that you're on mute and then unmute the other one.
Okay.
Try
Thank
that.
you.
Yeah, you're
It's
welcome.
worth a try.
Yes.
Absolutely. Thank you, Katie. All right. So let's go back, ladies. All right. So proper position, just be in the center, show a little bit more of your chest rather than just, your head, if you can. Like Tori, we just see your head, but there's something when we speak better connection wise, emotionally to our audience, when they see more of us, right? They see, the breast up or the waist up. They see your hand gestures. It creates more of a physical connection than just your head bopping up and down. So just ladies, if you can move your screen a little further away, get the microphone a little closer, it'll create more of a connection. Now, if you're just visiting and you're participating, it doesn't matter as much. But maybe if you're networking, it might. But when you're speaking, we need everything. We need all we've got. We got to pull out everything. All right. So lean forward to show interest. Look into the camera when you're speaking at all times, unless you're looking at your PowerPoint. But if you're talking directly to somebody, like through your professional story, and when you get started, you could just go right to the camera and you don't need to worry about looking at everybody in the beginning. Now, I have a camera higher. Some people, there's a gizmo that's called Plexi something. I'll look it up. PlexiCam, PLEXICAM, PlexiCam. If your monitor is so big and you want to look straight, it puts it over the camera so you can just look straight and not look up. Now, I myself like a little bit of looking up for my neck purposes, but that's just me. But you don't want it to be too high where it's so big that you're like looking like this. If that happens, get PlexiCam. All right. Center. Okay, I hear someone typing.
Arvee, how does this look?
Perfect. We could use a little more light on your face because of your backlight, but I love your whole, background. But turn that little light you showed me on your face, and we're going to get into the lighting and more into background.
Notice I turned the light off in the back. Watch this. Is that better?
That's better, a little better,
No, you still need more on your
but you
face.
still need light on your face.
Glasses
Light,
the glasses glare.
the glasses glare. Yeah. But where's the light you showed me? Because that was perfect the other day. All right, so front lighting, nice background. Remember your background speaks volumes about you, volumes, whether it's neat, whatever it is, whether you have a book you want to display, so it speaks volumes. Make sure it speaks whatever you're trying to say. That's all. What are you trying to say? And use that, whether it's a virtual background or your background. What does it say about you? So my background, for example, says what? It says I'm a person of knowledge. I'm a person of personal development. It has a cross up there. It shows I'm a person, a woman of faith, right? So there's little, little subtleties. And when you see the video, you'll see more of it when you have bigger screens. And then, of course, you see my book, which is right there, displayed. So what do you want to display? What do you want to show people? Make that part of your background. Always use a microphone if you're speaking. No more using your webcam mic. It just isn't good. Now let me show you the difference. All right, so this is my mic, my webcam. I'm going to unplug it. All right, so oops, this is me without the mic. Do you see the difference? Do you hear the difference? Right? It's a big difference,
Yes.
right?
Definite difference.
Again, when I participate in meetings, I don't plug in my mic, but when I speak, amen, always. Just double check.
You muted yourself.
Yeah, I did. Double check and make sure it's on the right one. Most of the time it'll go right to the Yeti, which is what we want it to do, but I always double check. All right. So get yourself a microphone. These are really inexpensive. Okay, so Tori, I see you coming in again. So let me unmute you and see if that will work. All right, so you're in. Okay. So go, so you want to get a microphone. Yeti is good. I have 3 different microphones for 3 different purposes. I have a $500 microphone, and I found that needs a mixing board. It was too complicated. And I have another one for podcasting. And then I've got this one. This one's the easiest to plug and play. It sits on my desk. And yeah, you can get a big arm if you want for it. But I think this looks uglier than just having it down here. And it's up to you. Okay, we're hearing a little noise. Tori, that's not going to work because we're hearing that noise. Okay, you muted it. Okay, so that's fine. So do what Katie was saying, where one's muted and the other isn't. So unmute one of the other.
Okay, I unmuted it.
Okay, we hear too much background noise.
Just keep it on mute. And you can see though, right, Tori?
No,
It's echoing.
yeah, but can you see us with the other?
Yes,
You can mute it and keep it on mute. I mean,
Wait a minute, one thing at a time. Can you see us on the other one? Yes or no? You're muted. Okay, I don't know. Okay, we got to continue. We got a lot to cover. Okay. All right. The T in actions is for trust and rapport. Always we need to build trust and rapport in our speeches. We talk about this. I've taught you this, but you have to even build more trust and rapport in this environment. To emotionally connect with your audience, it's a constant building of trust and rapport. So how do we do that? All right. So how do we do that? Of course, we dress professionally always as a speaker, as a host, even as an attendee. Greet people by name, which we talked about. You don't want to, you greet them when they first come in the room, or you greet them when you first start your presentation. Once you start your presentation, we don't greet anymore. We don't interrupt for that. I do like here because it's an intimate setting and you're all very important. So if you come in a little late, I'm going to stop and say hello. But if you're a guest at somebody's meeting and you're the speaker, you're not going to do that. Right? But you can get there early. Okay, Tori, that's not going to work. You have to stay muted if you're going to be in twice. Yeah, so that we get a good recording. Otherwise, what we hear is okay, so you might can you see us? Just nod your head on your second computer. Okay, if you can see us on your second computer, then I think you can exit out of the first computer. No? Oh, okay. Well, if you can see us, then we'll go with that. Yay. All right. Okay, so you might have to communicate more in the chat then. Yeah. All right, so greet people by name. You can get there early. As a speaker, get there early when the host is there, like, 15 minutes before the meeting starts. Chit chat with the host. And then as people come in, you could start building rapport even before the meeting starts by saying hello to people. Welcome. Some people are going to say, hey, I came to hear you speak. Right? And you're great. Anything special you want me to cover? You're building that rapport before the meeting starts. We do this when we speak live. So do it when you speak virtually as well. Share your professional story. Make sure you never leave that out. If there's any story that you put in your speech, and I'm going to tell you there's 4 of them that you need, but out of all of them, if you don't only have time for one of them, it's always got to be your professional story. That is how you build trust and rapport with your audience. You tell them a little bit about you. You don't make it about you, but you just tell them how you got into the business that you're in. How did you get there? You all heard my professional story. I didn't set out to be a public speaking trainer, but I started speaking in corporate America, and it just kind of led me on that, that journey. And I was lousy at it when I started. I thought I could do it without any training, like so many people do. And I was lousy and I failed, and it cost my company time and money, and me reputation. All right. So be excited about your topic. Nobody's going to be excited if you're not excited about your topic. So make sure that you're excited. That alone can build trust and rapport because it's contagious, right? It's infectious when you are showing that passion and you're all excited. So again, people want to feel good. They should feel better leaving your presentation than when they arrived. That's our jobs. Look directly into the camera. That builds that trust and rapport. Sure, we have to look at our PowerPoint now and then again, but when you're really talking to them, you're looking at the camera, just like you do on video, you're talking to one person. And each and every person believes that you are talking directly to them. Smile, even if people can't see you, even if you're in your PowerPoint presentation, you can't see everybody, smile, because there's going to be people that can see you. So even if you can't see everybody, oftentimes when people go on the phone, they can't see everybody, but they can see you, right? They can see you. Everybody can see you just on a gallery view like this. They don't necessarily know that you can't see them. And I've had people that come in on their phone and they're putting their makeup on because they can't see everybody. So they think that nobody can see them, but we can. So just remember, always smile and say please and thank you. If someone has a great question, that's a great question. Thank you so much, right? Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So always make people feel good. And have fun and be fun. So sometimes you just have to bring out the goofy glasses and have a good time. And I know, Katie, these are probably very, very dirty, but I don't know how to clean plastic glasses. But be fun in your presentation. Have fun. Look at me. I bring out my bag. I bring out my gloves. So have a little fun with your speech. Make sure that they can hear you at all times. Yes, when you come in, if you're not sure, it's always a good idea to say, if you can hear me, put it in the chat, because you want to make sure that people can hear you from the beginning. All right, so a quick quiz. Adding public speaking to my business will provide more visibility for my business. True or false? Put that in the chat. True or false? Put that in the chat. True or false? And you can chat, Tori, right? You can still chat. So put that in. All right. So we have true. We have true. Oh, clean with soft soap and water. Thank you, Katie. All right. True. All right. True. Perfect. The answer is, dun, 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 drum roll, please. True. People can't buy from you if they don't know you exist, right? That people, if you want more business, all you have to do is get in front of more people. That's the magic. That's the secret. Get in front of more people. And it's never been easier to do than it is today with all the technology that is available, with all the social media that's available. We are just living in an unbelievable era of connection. So use it. And you don't have to use everything. It can be overwhelming. Use what you enjoy. Use what you like. Like I said, I've got somebody coming to talk about TikTok. I tried TikTok. I didn't like it. It wasn't my deal, right? It wasn't, and I can be goofy. I can be goofy. Linda, you gotta mute, keep it on mute. And I can be goofy as anybody, but I just didn't like it. So, but I love Facebook Lives. So I do that. So do what you like. Take an element or two. Do multiple ones if you want or have time. But try some of these other technologies and methods of getting your message out. All right. I is for invitation. We're spelling out actions. The I is for invitations. We always want to have an invitation for our audience to take the next step with us, whatever that is. And there's lots of invitations. So don't think, oh, I've got to sell, or, oh, I'm speaking and they won't let me sell. There's lots of things that you can do. And I'm going to give you a few of them here today, because you've got to always do one or the other. One of the ones that's really powerful in the virtual world, it's also powerful in the live speaking world too, but is offering a free 30-minute private strategy session with you, discovery session with you, coaching, if that's what you want to do, a sample workshop, a sample working out, a sample dance lesson, a sample product, or whatever, where they get 30 minutes with you, and you always want to share the value. Now, how do you do that? The best way I found to do that is get your calendar link. How many of you have a calendar link? Excellent. All right. So Tori, you don't have a calendar link, an automatic calendar link. Karen, calendar link. Alice, calendar link. Lawana, do you have a calendar link?
Yes, I do.
Perfect. All right. So I use Calendly. Now I'm going to stop this for a moment. I'm going to exit full view. I'm going to grab my calendar link. I have to stop when you do that. I should have done this earlier, but it's that important because I want all of you to see. Okay. All right. So I want you to see how easy it is to put it in the chat. So you do a copy, have it ready. If you're, that wasn't good. Have it ready. Sorry about that. I didn't have it ready. Have it ready so that you can automatically put this in the chat. I'm sorry, it's going there. Let me do one other thing. I'm trying not to lose my PowerPoint is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do two things here. All right, so let me copy that. Normally, if I, was ready, but, speaking, I always have this ready. But you want to have it copied. Oh boy, that's a lot of stuff accidentally put. Okay, there it is. All right. So now you have it ready and you just put it in the chat. Everybody see that in the chat? You can click on it and schedule an appointment. That's how quick.
Ready. How do you have it ready? Do you have it just clicked and copied, and so it's going to be your automatic paste? You're not going to have anything else ready in automatic paste?
Correct. So
okay.
You have it ready, or you can have it up on, if you have another screen or a split screen, and then click on it there. But yeah, you want to have it ready. Usually you only want to do one close. So you want to tell people to send them to your website. Let me go through the other closes and you'll see what I mean. So that's one of them. Let me go back to screen. And what you would do, of course, is you would tell people, you would have this whole offer what I'd like to do now is give you a free strategy session for any of you that want to know more about how you can have a healthy lifestyle. You want to know more about your future. You want to know more about journaling. Whatever it is your deal, you want to learn more about getting out of debt and saving your home. We're going to talk about it. Value is $200, $250, whatever your value is. And all you have to do is go in the chat right now. Boom, you put your link in there and then schedule that coaching session with me. Boom, that's all you do. All right. That's how you get the clients. Do a free session, close them for the business. It works real well on Zoom. You can also offer a free offer. Now, the free offers can be different offers. It can be a link to something for free, right? And I'm going to give you an example. So let me go to my chat again. So you can tell people, what I'd like to do now is give you a free closing script. All you have to do is go to this website. Boom. Oh, shoot. Sorry. All you have to do is go to this website and pick up your free closing script, right? And now I put the closing script in there. The value is $197. So one or the other, you don't want to send people to a whole bunch of places. They'll never go. One or the other. Now, the free offer is to build your list. The strategy session is to close some clients. One is a drip marketing effort. The other is more a direct marketing. One's drip, one's direct. Got it? When I say got it, you say got it, I say good. Got it?
Got it.
Good. All right. You can even ask them to email you for something. So let's say you go, you know what, Arvee, I'm not set up for calendar right now. I'm not set up for a free offer. I don't have a landing page. What do I do? Easy peasy. You say this, you say, I would like to give you all a PDF of my book, right? Or a PDF of whatever, or a PDF to a closing script or something, right? And say, all you have to do to get that PDF of my book, and I've done this many times, just go to my email address, put in the subject matter free book, and then I'll send you a book. I did this to an audience of 100 people, 99 people, and 22 people signed up for my book. So that means they got on my list. I had to hand put them on my list, right? But who cares, right? So that's a good way to do it. Another way you can do an email is you can do an email and a free offer. So in other words, maybe you don't have a link, but you say, I'm going to give away. Now the trick, ladies, in the virtual world, when you do give something away, in order for people to participate, it has to be something big. Now, normally we could just give away one of our books and that would be enough. But in the virtual world, you might have somebody from Canada, which would cost you $40 to send a book, or somebody from out of country, some other country. So I don't do the book anymore. But I only do it to local crowds. But what I have found out in the virtual world, that you have to up the ante. In other words, a Starbucks gift card for $25 used to get all the cards in the room into the bag for a free raffle. That doesn't work in this virtual world anymore. You need to play it big. So if you offer a big gift, like $200 gift. And I don't mean a discount for your services. That's not a gift. I'm talking about a pure gift. So it could be a gift card, but it has to be a lot of money, like $100 at Macy's, $100 at Nordstrom's gift card, not a $5 Starbucks. It just won't get people to take action. This is all about getting them to take action. So up the ante. So there's nothing better, and it's got to be group specific. So there's nothing better than speaking at a women's group and offering them a $100 gift card for Nordstrom's. You are going to get everybody in that chat to give you their email address. Got it? everybody. So here's how you play it. So you tell everybody to email you right now. And then you, if you have the email going to your phone, you have to wait a few seconds and you just fill that time. Come on, ladies, it's $100 gift card. All you have to do is email me, Arvee at Arvee Robinson. It's in the chat. It's $100. You can use it online or go into the store, wherever you are. I will send it to you electronically. So you could even be out of country, blah, 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 blah. And then all you do is after they start coming in, you go like this. Let me stop the share. Right? You go like this to your phone. You go to your email, go like this to the phone and go, boom. The winner is, right? Alice, Katie, whatever that it is. Now, I don't have it on my phone because it's a personal choice. I took it off my phone because I get too many emails and I was getting them on my phone and getting them on my laptop. Once the pandemic happened, I said, why am I getting them two places when I'm sitting right here all day long? So personal choice, and I haven't wanted to put it back. So what I just do is if I'm speaking at home, I'll do the same technique, but I have a second screen and I'll do the same technique and I'll just pick somebody. I'll say, okay, I'm scrolling through, close my eyes, boom, right? And I try to do it as honestly as I can because there's no benefit in me picking a winner with, that I know. So whatever we have to do it, it's a great way to build your list by giving that free offer. You'll get more out of that technique than if you say, go to my website for my free script or checklist. You're not going to get people to take action. You're going to get more activity than your coaching session. You're going to get more activity than saying, here's my email, go and get a book, free book. I've tested this for the last year. I pay close attention. I take notes on every single speaking engagement that I attend, and I watch what other people do. Okay. This one works like the bomb, but it's got to be high. It's got to be like a couple $100 or $100, and it's got to be very specific for that group. What is it that they want? If it was a men and women's group, the men, they might want to go to Nordstrom's, but they might just go, whatever. I'm not going to give them my contact. It's not worth it. So very, very specific to the group.
What do you give for a mixed group?
Well, you could give a really good gift certificate for Home Depot or even Office Max. Now, I saw one of my students, she didn't do a gift certificate. She was an esthetician. Anybody go to you were there, right? Luana $1 Million Speaker Summit last year? Okay. So Lorena, who was in my mastermind, she gave away a home facial kit, micro needling, do it at home, and this was through my coaching about bundling and giving something big and blah, 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 blah. And so that's what she gave away is $250 plus a free 30-minute consultation with her. People can go and get their facials, especially micro needling. So she has a home micro needling kit that she sells for a couple $100. And so like $250, $300 now, and has everything you need. And so she did that. I mean, she got everybody in the room because they could see the value. So it doesn't have to be a gift card because everybody was local. Well, no, we did have a couple people out of country, but she had to say, those of you that are out of country, sorry, I have to give you a gift card, or something. But it worked. Everybody, they couldn't wait to get that because she could show it, they could see it and see the value. Even though it was a mixed audience, she would have had more if it was all women. But she did that even with a mixed audience because that's what she does. So Beth, does that answer your question? I know you disappeared there on me.
Arvee, would an Amazon gift card work for a mixed audience?
Mm-hmm. If it's big enough. Yeah, we all love Amazon. We all shop on Amazon. Absolutely. All right, so let's go. Used to be iTunes things worked, but they don't work that well anymore. Who cares, about iTunes anymore. All right, let's go back to sharing the screen. And again, if you have any questions, just blurt them out because when I'm sharing the screen, I won't be able to see hand raises because I only see a portion. Even though I have it in gallery view, I only see a portion of you. All right, email, that's a good one. You can even ask them to call you and put in your phone number. If it's a small group, just say, call me. If I have inspired you in any way today, give me a call. If I've moved you in any way, give me a call. Here's my number in the chat. Text me. You could do any one of those things. You got to do something, is what I'm saying. You need to give people a way to get more of you. And if you're not set up to do some of these other more complicated ways, make it easy. Tell them to text you, visit your website. But I don't recommend visiting your website because they won't. But if you say, visit my website to grab something, and there's something there, like, a newsletter, but something more exciting. Like on my website, if you go to my website and opt in, you'll get video clips, 30 seconds, little video clips that come to your desktop every single day for a year. No, one a week. Sorry, not every day. One a week for a year, right? To keep you in the conversation, to keep you excited, to keep you motivated in the morning. So go and get those now. That kind of thing. So if there's a reason, you have to give a reason for them to go to your website. And then you put your website link in there. And that's it. A live link, ladies. Don't put in a link that's www.go-to-my-website.com. That's not live. You have to put in the HTTP. Now, the S stands for security. So if it's a secure site, so I always put the S no matter what, whether I know it's a secure site or not. But of course, mine is. So make it a live link. All right, somebody put in a live link. Cheryl, put in a live link to your website. Show them what I'm talking about. All right, the next one is, of course, you can invite them to another event and put the event link in there. That ideally a free event. Otherwise, you're selling, and it depends on the host whether or not you can sell. All right, so invite them to another event. Another way is to send them to a text list. This is my text list. I hope all of you are a part of that. If you're not, you can grab your phone, type this number in, 71441. Type that number in to where you'd put the number in, just like you see it there. And then type in the word Arvee right there as the message, like you're sending me a message. Then you're going to get a message like this on your phone. Want to be a speaking superstar? Right? Start here, blah, blah, blah. So if you're not on my list, go ahead and do that now and you'll get on my list. And I only send out once a month. I send out speaking tips. That's all. Not even once a week, because texting services are very expensive and it is by text. So once a month, you'll get a little kind of tip, public speaking tip. And that's all. You read it and then that's it. You can collect them or not. So it's really cool.
It is very cool, Arvee, and it has gotten me sending tips out every week. So I'm copying you. But what service are you using? I was going to ask.
I'm using, let me get it and put it in the website.
Because I've been doing it manually, but I just think it's such a great idea to stay in front of people.
Yeah, let me put it in. I got to move you guys. Okay. All right, so here it is. This is a dear friend of mine, and you could tell her that I sent you. I don't get anything. We're not, affiliates or anything. Just a little kudos. I get kudos.
Arvee, I don't get it.
I didn't put it in yet. You don't get what?
So I'm on my phone. I just typed on my phone 71441. That's it.
You put that in as if you were dialing me. So where the phone number goes, that's where. So cancel, go to text. So right where it says TO2, put that 41, excuse me, what is it? 71441. And
in the text,
no,
in the phone.
in the TO. And then the message part, which is down here, you put RV. So 71441, right? And then you put in RV. Okay. Did you get it, Katie?
No. I
It
somehow,
becomes
I'm-
it's the
I'm
phone
not-
number. Like instead of entering someone's phone number, you enter 71, the short number, and then on your message, put RV. Then
but
it'll
there's
send
no, but there's no, I'm here. I'm,
Oh, don't go there.
Text message.
Go to
Go to
your
your
text
text
message.
message.
oh,
Text message.
oh, that was what I was asking.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I go into, so I'm on here. Oh crap.
Let's see it with the virtual.
Then let me take off the virtual. Hold on. Sorry, I'd like to get this because I really want to make sure I understand what's going on.
And me too, Arvee, this is one thing I have not learned how to do yet. I've never followed a text and been able to text a person in my life. Now, what do I do from start? How do I, what's the first thing?
Okay, so you've never texted anybody?
No.
I mean, the way you, the thing you're doing.
Yeah, I haven't either. So I'm
Okay.
I'm on
So-
messages.
All right, so go ahead, Beth.
It's your green button that says text.
They might not have they
It's
might
on your,
not have a iPhone.
I have the iPhone. I think Katie, you have an iPhone, don't you?
No,
Okay, Cheryl, is yours an iPhone?
Android, but I have a green
Okay.
text thing though. It's a green text thing though.
So go to,
Then go to that.
Okay.
And then it's got like a little signature thing up here.
a little text box looking
A
thing.
box with like a pencil in it at the very top. Where did it go?
What do you
It
do
looks
when
like that.
what do you do when you're texting somebody?
You
They
put their
don't-
name in, their contact name.
Okay, but what if
Yeah.
you don't have
But
a
in
contact?
place of the name, put the number.
Yeah, if you don't have their name, you just put their phone number.
oh,
And
okay.
so just instead of a phone number, put 71441.
Okay.
Under the two. So it's that blank.
Yeah. And then put in my name. And you got it. And
And the
then
name
why
goes
don't
in
we
the
take-
message part, okay? Like you're sending a message.
yeah. Why don't we take a really quick tinkle break?
Good idea. Thank you.
And then, if all of you want to continue helping Cheryl and Katie, that's fine. I just got to go tinkle.
Did you do it? Did you do it, Katie?
No, somehow I've lost it. Now I have RV in my messages.
So go to RV.
Okay, I got
No, don't,
RV.
because it's a different, it's not her, that's not her phone number. You have to pretend this is RV2 and you don't have her phone. Katie, do you have a
Okay, do
screen
you
like
send-
this? And at the top it says 2.
Okay, so I'm gonna go into my messages. Okay, so here's my messages.
Okay,
And then,
where do you put in who's you're gonna send it to?
oh, I can go new category? No, not a new category.
No.
I just go to search name.
Okay, where you say search, right below search name, doesn't it say 2?
No,
Are you on the Android or
She's
regular?
got an Android. I don't
Android.
have that.
Like
Okay, if you're on an Android, what brand are you using?
I'm a Samsung 9 Plus.
Okay, Samsung, hold on, because I'm on a Samsung.
There you
And
go.
then on messengers, there's a little red pencil. You see that little red pencil and
No,
a red dot?
I don't have a
Or
red pencil or a red dot.
it says, it'll either be a pencil or a plus sign in a,
I found it.
okay. Hit on that.
Okay, I
So
got it.
at the very top, where it says 2, you're gonna put 71441.
Okay,
Now come down to where you would be typing your messages. And type in RV.
oh, okay, I made, okay, I made a mistake. Okay. 71441.
Mhm.
Okay, and
Now come
then
down where you would type your message, okay?
down here.
And put RV's name in there. And then hit
Okay.
send.
Oh, messages would like to send a messages to 71441. This may cause charges on your mobile account. Send anyway.
It doesn't cause, well, it doesn't charge me, so
No,
just hit the okay or yes or whatever it is. Let it go through,
Okay, it's working now.
okay?
Thank you,
So-
Lana.
You're welcome.
Yay!
Cheryl, did you get yours? Okay, what, when you go to do send somebody a text,
Yes.
okay, you have a place where you either type their phone number or their name?
Okay, I have a magnifying glass.
That's the search. You want the 2, the
Okay.
TO.
Okay,
So you're gonna put the 71441 there.
but I'm trying to think is when I go to this, it's just the name. Let me think. How do I go to this?
Okay,
Oh, maybe it's in contacts.